Vietnam already operates the Russian Yak-130, so why would it be interested in another light aircraft when the global market offers options from Italy, South Korea, China, and other countries? The answer may be more complicated than simply choosing a cheap fighter. Vietnam's Air Force already received its first batch of Yak-130s after ordering around 12 aircraft, with the first aircraft arrived in Vietnam in late 2021. That existing fleet gives Vietnam something extremely valuable: experience, infrastructure, trained personnel, and an established relationship with the Russian aircraft. But the Yak-130M is much more interesting. Unlike the standard Yak-130, which is primarily an advanced jet trainer with a secondary light attack capability, the Yak-130M is being developed as a significantly more combat-oriented aircraft. Russia has added modern combat avionics, including an AESA radar, while the aircraft is designed to carry a wider range of air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons. The concept is to turn a relatively inexpensive trainer into a light multi-role combat aircraft capable of missions such as ground attack, air defense, and even countering drones. And this could be particularly attractive to Vietnam. Vietnam does not necessarily need to use expensive frontline fighters for every mission. A smaller aircraft like the Yak-130M could potentially handle training, patrol, light strike, and lower-end combat missions while preserving more capable fighters for the most demanding threats. There is also another major advantage: commonality. Vietnam already operates Russian-made combat aircraft and the original Yak-130. Choosing the Yak-130M would allow Vietnam to remain within an aviation ecosystem it already understands, instead of creating an entirely new training and maintenance system around a completely different aircraft. But here is where the story becomes especially interesting. In July 2026, Irkutsk Aviation Plant Director Andrei Soinov said Vietnam was close to finalizing a deal for 18 Yak-130M aircraft. If completed, that would make Vietnam the first export customer for the new variant. Aviation Week reported the same development, but importantly described the contract as still being finalized. So, as of August 2026, this should not be described as a fully confirmed Vietnamese delivery order yet. And there is another reason why. The Yak-130M itself is still in testing. The first prototype completed its maiden flight at the Irkutsk Aviation Plant on June 25, 2026. Russia's United Aircraft Corporation confirmed that the aircraft flew for about 50 minutes, reaching speeds of up to 600 kilometers per hour during that first test flight. That means Vietnam could potentially be buying into the program before the aircraft has completed its full development and testing cycle. And that also answers the big question: when will Vietnam receive the Yak-130M? There is currently no officially confirmed Vietnamese delivery date. Reports indicate the aircraft's testing and development program will continue for several years, meaning any Vietnamese deliveries would likely come later rather than immediately. So claims that Vietnam is already receiving the aircraft would be premature. For Vietnam, however, the attraction is clear. The Yak-130M combines an aircraft Vietnam already knows with a much more capable combat package, potentially giving the country a relatively economical platform for training, light attack, air defense, and emerging threats such as drones. So, Vietnam's reported interest in the Yak-130M may not be about finding the most powerful aircraft on the market. It may be about finding the aircraft that fits Vietnam's existing force structure, budget, and operational needs with the least disruption. And if the reported 18 aircraft deal is finally signed, Vietnam could become the launch customer for one of Russia's newest combat aircraft programs.